Well, hey there, folks. Today, wanted to be able to have a quick conversation. I've been reading a lot of books recently, and always am reading something. Always have a book in my hand, and sometimes you just come across a book at just the right time, and it just speaks right to where you are and what you need to hear in this particular moment. And this book right here, "Gradually, Then Suddenly" by Mark Batterson. I love the subtitle. It's How to Dream Bigger, Decide Better, and Leave a Lasting Legacy. And this book is very accessible. Anybody probably could read it and really do well with it, and see some just get the gist of what the idea it is. But the concept is powerful for us if we really let it seep into our being. The concept really is that we are often enamored by people who share kind of their success, and we hear this suddenly, as Batterson talks about it. He says that we hear about this suddenly moment that occurs, and we think that we should experience the same type of suddenly that happens. We should experience the same things. We should be getting the same leads or the same money or the same, if you're a pastor or church leader, the same number of people should show up at your service, or you should have all of these things that someone else has. And we start racking our brain and we start thinking about why they might have it that we don't, and we come up with excuses usually at the end of the day, right? We say, well, if I had that, or if I had this, or in this particular case with Batterson, I know for myself, he's only about an hour away from where I live, and he's in Washington D.C. That's a sizably larger city than the one that I pastor in here in Frederick, Maryland. And so it's easy to think that, well, of course he's got a church of thousands. He is a pastor in a large city. Like, it's not that much harder. How hard could it possibly be, right? Except that short circuits everything that he's put into it. And I may never hit the same numbers as him, but I cannot kind of take my place and just judge it based off of what I see him doing and think that he just suddenly gets it. And so the idea is that, really the suddenlies in life where something takes off, whether it's a video on social media that takes off, or it's a ministry idea or a book or whatever it is, that those things, they don't happen just suddenly, really. Behind that suddenly is a long time of gradually working on something, gradually making it better, taking and working at, little incremental changes and adjustments over time. That's where the things really happen. That's where the suddenly actually happens, is years and years and years of investing in the gradually. The hard parts of things that take time to come together and take time to work at it. It's the reading of books on a regular basis. It's in social media. It's the posting of things over and over and over again. In ministry, folks, it's the taking the time to dive deep into the scriptures, making sure that your sermons are biblically founded, have good deep theology and doctrine. It's taking the time to meet with people and get to know what really is going on in their lives. That's the gradually that is taking kind of place in these types of things. And so that's the stuff that no one ever sees. It happens behind closed doors. It happens in places that no one ever knows. And yet that's where the suddenlies eventually happen. You don't just show up and suddenly everything is great. To be honest, I've been on a journey of gradually, it feels like, for a while. I've had some different types of, our goats are back there. I've had some different types of, goals recently, some fitness goals that I've had. And, the fitness goals, it all starts gradually. You don't see the changes for a while, but if you do it month over month over month, day after day, eventually things change. I've had ministry goals, and while we've seen some really great success as a church plant, it never goes as quick as you think it should go. And so it's been a lot of gradually and stacking wins and trying to do better, and then gradually over time, eventually, suddenly, things start to take off. it's been that way financially for us as well. I thought that I'd be in a different place at this point in my life financially, and yet it just has not materialized the way that I imagined in my brain as to what it would look like. You see the goat down there in the corner. Um, and it's just not been the same, and so it's just a different story. And so this book has been helpful to me. Hi, her name's Sunflower, my kid's goat. It's been helpful to me to name that and to go, you know what? No, I'm in the gradually, and I cannot assume that the suddenly will be there right away. So I don't know who this is helpful for. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are just grinding away and you're wondering when the payoff will actually come, keep doing the good work, the hard work, the important work. It's the gradual work that eventually shows up in the suddenly. That's the work that really actually matters at the end of the day. So keep putting the time and the energy into those sermons. Keep reading books that expand your mind and make you think differently and try new things. Keep working at your craft. Keep posting if you're doing social media stuff. Keep meeting with people. Keep doing what only you can do. We got chickens now over here. There they are. Keep doing the work. And if you'll do that work and you'll continue to do it, then eventually you have to trust God that he will do and bring about the suddenly. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but that is outside of your control. Our job is to do the gradually, do the work day in and day out, and keep moving forward in those different areas. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and we'll talk to you sometime soon.